Imagine the roar of the engines, the speed, and the sheer thrill of Formula One. Now picture this Lewis Hamilton, the legend with 7 world championships to his name, preparing for his biggest move yet, a switch to Ferrari. It's the kind of moment that can shake the racing world to its core, but there's a catch, and it's a twist no one saw coming. Why is Mercedes determined to keep him under their wing until the very last second? And what does this mean for Hamilton's future on the grid? Stay tuned, because we're diving deep into the real story behind the scenes, a story that could redefine Hamilton's career in a way you never expected. The Mercedes-Hamilton journey. For nearly 2 decades, Hamilton has dominated the track with the power of Mercedes engines, becoming one of the most successful drivers in history. From his early days with McLaren to his record-breaking tenure with the Mercedes factory team, he has rewritten the Formula One history books. But now, as his final race with Mercedes looms large on the horizon, the question isn't just about where he's headed, it's about what comes next for a man who has already achieved so much. Hamilton's unstoppable legacy with Mercedes. Hamilton's collaboration with Mercedes has been nothing short of phenomenal. He started his Formula One journey with McLaren, powered by Mercedes engines, and later transitioned to the Mercedes factory team. Over the years, this powerhouse partnership has delivered jaw-dropping results: 105 career victories, 104 pole positions, and 21 podiums. But all of this is set to change as Hamilton's final race with Mercedes approaches. His last appearance in the iconic Silver Arrows will take place at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix this December. This news shook the racing world when it was revealed that Hamilton would be making the monumental switch to Ferrari, a team he has never driven for in his long and successful career. The announcement sent shockwaves through the paddock, as the 7-time world champion prepares to leave the team where he won most of his titles. With just 6 races remaining in the season, all eyes are on Hamilton as he looks to close this chapter on a high note before embarking on the next phase of his journey. A new beginning: Hamilton's Ferrari move. Hamilton's move to Ferrari has created a whirlwind of excitement and speculation. For years, he has been the face of Mercedes, but as he prepares for this dramatic shift to Ferrari, fans are eager to see if a new team can reignite his racing dominance. After being dethroned by Max Verstappen in recent seasons, Hamilton is looking for a fresh start. Ferrari offers the promise of just that: a chance to once again battle for the title and prove that he's still a force to be reckoned with. The final season with Mercedes has been challenging for Hamilton, with the team struggling to match the blistering pace of their rivals. Despite winning 6 world championships with Mercedes, this year has left him openly frustrated by his car's performance. The team has fallen behind in both the Constructors' and Drivers' Championships, and this disappointment is likely what drove Hamilton to seek new opportunities with Ferrari. While the current season may not be unfolding the way he hoped, the prospect of driving for Ferrari in 2025 represents a new horizon for the F1 legend. No Ferrari red just yet. Even though Hamilton's future lies with Ferrari, fans eager to see him in the iconic red colors will have to wait. Despite speculation, Hamilton won't be donning the Ferrari suit during any postseason testing after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Mercedes has ensured that he remains their driver until the very last moment, with plans for him to participate in promotional events even after his final race with the team. So for those hoping to catch a glimpse of Hamilton in Ferrari colors before 2025, the wait continues. It's not uncommon for drivers switching teams to jump into their new cars during postseason tests. Drivers like Fernando Alonso, who tested for Aston Martin right after his final race with Alpine, and Valtteri Bottas, who switched from Mercedes to Alfa Romeo, have made these transitions seamlessly. However, Hamilton's situation is different. His contract with Mercedes prevents him from testing Ferrari cars until his contract officially expires. Mercedes, having shared such a long and successful journey with him, wants to make the most of their remaining time together before bidding him farewell. You might wonder, why is Mercedes so keen on preventing Hamilton from getting an early start with Ferrari? It's not just about holding on to him for a few extra weeks. Mercedes has big plans to celebrate their partnership, and they want Hamilton fully involved until the end. After all, this is the driver who brought them immense success, and a proper farewell is in order. Mercedes has a lineup of promotional activities and events that will highlight Hamilton's 12 unforgettable seasons with them, and that's their top priority for now. Furthermore, this decision isn't creating any tension between Mercedes and Ferrari. Both teams seem to be on the same page, respecting Hamilton's contractual obligations. Even though fans are eager to see how he will perform with Ferrari, there's no rush on either side. For now, Hamilton remains a key figure for Mercedes, and they're making sure that his departure feels like the end of an era rather than just another team switch. The postseason plans for Mercedes. As Hamilton prepares to leave Mercedes, the team has already mapped out their postseason strategy. Instead of Hamilton taking part in the Abu Dhabi test, Mercedes has selected George Russell to handle the tire testing duties. Alongside him will be Andrea Kimi Antonelli, the young prodigy many believe could be the next big star in Formula One. At just 18 years old, Antonelli is already making waves in the racing world, and his role in the young driver test marks the beginning of a new chapter for Mercedes. While Hamilton won't be involved in these tests, his influence will still be felt. Mercedes' decision to put Antonelli in the car is a sign of the team's long-term vision. They want to cultivate new talent, much like they did with Hamilton years ago when he first entered the sport. Antonelli's debut is a highly anticipated moment, and Mercedes is hoping he can follow in the footsteps of their legendary driver, carrying the team forward into the next generation of F1 competition. Hamilton's impact beyond racing. Even though Hamilton won't be part of the postseason tests, his departure from Mercedes is set to leave a lasting legacy within the team. His racing tactics, leadership, and approach to handling pressure have all been integral in shaping Mercedes into the powerhouse they've become. As Andrea Kimi Antonelli steps into the spotlight, Mercedes will be relying on the experience and methods they developed with Hamilton to guide their next generation of drivers. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has expressed his belief that Antonelli can follow a career path similar to Hamilton's, with early success in Formula One being a strong possibility. Antonelli's rise through the ranks reminds many of Hamilton's own journey, starting as a promising young talent and quickly becoming one of the sport's biggest names. However, the Formula One landscape has changed since Hamilton's debut, and Antonelli will be facing a much different environment, one with greater media attention, pressure from social media, and far fewer opportunities to test and refine his skills compared to the earlier era. The pressure on Antonelli. Antonelli will undoubtedly face enormous pressure as he steps into a seat previously occupied by one of the greatest drivers in Formula One history. Comparisons to Hamilton will be inevitable, and many will be watching closely to see if the young Italian can handle the demands of competing at the highest level. While Mercedes has every confidence in his abilities, the world of Formula One today is vastly different from the one Hamilton entered back in 2007. Back then, rookies like Hamilton had more testing opportunities to get up to speed. Antonelli, on the other hand, will have to adapt quickly in a more restricted testing environment, all while dealing with the added pressures of social media and fan expectations. Toto Wolff has acknowledged these challenges but believes that, like Hamilton, Antonelli has the potential to rise above and make a name for himself in the sport. The key will be keeping him focused on the right priorities and not letting outside distractions cloud his path to success. Could Antonelli fill Hamilton's shoes? Replacing a legend like Hamilton is no easy task, and Mercedes knows this all too well. While Antonelli has shown incredible promise, stepping into the shoes of a 7-time world champion will come with high expectations. Many fans and experts believe that the young Italian has what it takes to succeed, but only time will tell if he can handle the pressure and make his mark as Hamilton did. Toto Wolff has been vocal about how Hamilton's journey can serve as a blueprint for Antonelli's career. Hamilton's ability to adapt quickly and compete at a high level from the start of his Formula One career is something Wolff hopes Antonelli can replicate. The stakes are high, but Mercedes is confident that their rising star can take the team forward. However, it's important to remember that Formula One today is a more complex and demanding arena, and Antonelli will have to navigate a new set of challenges that Hamilton didn't face in his early years. A new era for Mercedes. As the Hamilton chapter closes, Mercedes looks to the future with hope and ambition. While Hamilton's departure leaves a void, the team is determined to remain competitive. Antonelli's introduction marks the beginning of a new era for Mercedes, one where the team will aim to develop another world-class driver capable of continuing their legacy of success. Though Hamilton will no longer be behind the wheel, his influence will undoubtedly linger within the team's culture and strategy. It's clear that Mercedes is not just banking on Antonelli's raw talent, but also drawing from the lessons they've learned over years of dominance with Hamilton. The young driver will have the team's full support as he takes on this monumental challenge. Fans and critics alike will be eager to see if Antonelli can live up to the high standards set by his predecessor. While the comparison may be inevitable, Mercedes is optimistic that with the right guidance, Antonelli can carve out his own legacy and perhaps even achieve greatness on a scale similar to Hamilton's. The racing world will be watching closely as this new phase unfolds. Will Ferrari rise to the challenge and deliver Hamilton the car he needs to continue his dominance? Can Hamilton bring Ferrari back to the top of the Formula One world? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: Hamilton's determination, skill, and legacy make him one of the greatest drivers the sport has ever seen. Whether he achieves his dream with Ferrari or not, Hamilton's name will forever be etched in the annals of Formula One history. His impact on the sport, his ability to inspire, and his relentless pursuit of greatness have changed the game forever. Now, as he embarks on what could be his most exciting challenge yet, all eyes are on Hamilton to see if he can write the final, triumphant chapter of his career. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Could Hamilton bring Ferrari back to glory? Let us know, and as always, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more exciting updates in the world of Formula One.